This is IGN. Is it true? Is Nintendo removing thousands of Super Mario Maker 2 levels? Welcome to your IGN Daily Update. But first, the Madonna movie biopic will finally happen, sort of. Back in 2023, Universal Pictures pulled the plug on a biopic that the Material Girl herself would have directed, starring Ozark's Julia Garner as the pop star. At the time, Madonna opted to shelve her directing debut in favor of going on a world tour. Now, the biopic will be a plotline in Season 2 of The Studio, with both Madonna and Garner appearing in the show as themselves. Variety sources claims Madonna will appear in a 2-episode arc in Season 2. Paparazzi have snapped shots of Madonna and Garner on the set in Venice, Italy, along with the main cast of The Studio. They're apparently filming scenes replicating the Venice Film Festival, where Madonna and Garner's characters are there to promote the film amid Oscar buzz. In March, Madonna posted a social media video, which you can see at IGN.com, of her and Garner reenacting the Like a Virgin music video on a gondola in Venice. Madonna hasn't acted in 23 years, with her final screen appearances being in the sitcom Will and Grace and the widely panned drama Swept Away, directed by her then-husband Guy Ritchie. And IO Interactive has delayed the Nintendo Switch 2 version of its upcoming James Bond game 007 First Light. In a statement released via social media, IO confirmed the game's previously delayed launch date of May 27th, a date once held by GTA 6 for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X and S, before going on to note that the Switch 2 version was now set for, quote, later this summer. The original plan had been for 007 First Light to arrive on all platforms at the same time, and originally on March 27th. IO delayed the game back in December for all platforms, though had maintained its plan was to still launch the game simultaneously across all consoles. Exactly why the Switch 2 version will now arrive months later than on other formats is unclear. Wednesday's statement avoids using the word delay at all and simply offers the following by way of explanation. We're excited to see players discovering James Bond's reimagined origin story, and we are looking forward to bringing you the best game experience possible across all platforms. Could it be that the Switch 2 version in particular is proving problematic? Nintendo fans are still waiting for word on Borderlands 4's Switch 2 port. There's no sign of Starfield yet on Switch 2 either, despite the game and other Bethesda titles arriving on PS5. We've got plenty more on 007 First Light, and you can find it all right now at IGN.com. Players still plugged into Super Mario Maker 2 have accused Nintendo of suddenly removing thousands of user-made levels, which the company has apparently claimed broke its rules on advertising. Released for the original Switch back in 2019, Super Mario Maker 2 allows players to construct their own fiendish Mario courses for other fans to follow. Years later, however, and long after Nintendo itself is seemingly done adding new content, the company is now removing fan courses with hashtags in their title or description. Almost 7 years on from the game's launch, fans have spotted numerous reports suddenly cropping up on Reddit and social media where users have been told their courses are being deleted. These have now been picked up and verified further by the game's veteran YouTuber community. I recently found out by email that one of my courses was removed, said Pangaea Panga, a YouTuber and Twitch streamer who still posts about the game daily. The email doesn't really explain why it gets removed, like in depth, but it says your nickname and that content you shared, either through a game or through an online service, has been deleted or hidden from other players because it violates the Nintendo account user agreement, including the community guidelines. Pangaea Panga then showed the email he received from Nintendo, which states the reasoning given as, quote, advertising, and notes, this is Nintendo's final decision. If violations continue, other actions, such as restricting your usage of Nintendo account services, may be taken. Nintendo has started mass deleting levels with hashtags in the names of their levels, added DGR, another Super Mario Maker creator, in another YouTube video. Those who still play the game are recommending fans now make backups of levels without the use of hashtags in their titles, in case Nintendo's ban hammer keeps on swinging. Others, meanwhile, have suggested that Nintendo has suddenly regained interest in policing Super Mario Maker 2's content in advance of a third title being announced. Whatever the case is, we've asked Nintendo itself for more. That's your IGN Daily Update. My name is Tony Jackson, and if you want more news on your favorite games and entertainment topics, make sure to visit us at IGN.com. You can also download our free app on your phone or console and subscribe to our weekly podcasts through the podcast service of your choice.
Spoken Layer.